We're approaching the end of the semester, and we're already in the exams. I wish all of the students well in their examinations. I wish colleagues the best in marking those papers. I know that this is a particularly stressful period of the year, but I wish you all the best. I do want to speak about the crime spurt that has happened around the university precincts, both in Braamfontein and Parktown. This is something that the university leadership is particularly worried about. We've had a number of people being mugged. In one or two cases where individuals were abducted and released far away from the campus itself. These are very, very disconcerting incidents, and we are particularly worried about that. I have, over the last week or two, spoken to multiple political leaders in this regard. I sent communication to the executive mayor of Johannesburg. I had a conversation with the Premier of Gauteng. I also had a communication with the Minister of Police, Fikile Mbalula, about these issues, and he promised to intervene and try to ensure that police deployment happened. For a while, we were hoping to get police deployment, but as much as they had promised, we did not get the kinds of deployment that was required. What that forced us to do is to ensure that we put in private security around the perimeters of the university, both in Parktown and in Braamfontein. At one point, we even had armed patrols around the perimeters because we were particularly worried about some of the incidents. There are some individuals who tried to politicize this issue. Some, for instance, said, why aren't we protecting Braamfontein? Well, let me answer that. We do have interventions in Braamfontein, but we do so through the Braamfontein Management District, which puts into place a series of security measures to try and protect Braamfontein. But such security initiatives cannot replace the police. They do not have the same powers of the police. They do not have the same authority of the police. And frankly, it would be illegal for us to act as the police. The only people that have the right to arrest, to bring and rein in crime is the police itself. And this is why it's non-negotiable to have police deployment in Braamfontein, in Parktown, around the perimeters of our campus, so that our students, our staff can walk freely without any incidents. I can't guarantee you that we will not have any incidents. We have, and increasingly in the last day or two, there has been more police deployment around the perimeters of both campus precincts. We will want to continue that, and we will continue to exert pressure to ensure that happens. I am particularly worried about the attacks on women. I think this is unacceptable, and we need to ensure that we do everything in our power to ensure that people are safe, and particularly women are safe on campus and off campus. I do know that some students are trying to assist other students and ensure that they provide escorts, etc. I think that that's admirable, and we are thankful to them for doing so. But please be careful, and as far as possible, try and use campus control or other securities for escort, because they are trained to ensure that you are taken safely to where you need to go. Please note that at the back of your cards, there is all of the emergency numbers. If you are in trouble, please call one of those numbers. Let's be vigilant, and I will ensure that I continue to try and put pressure on both the police services and the politicians to whom they report, to ensure that our surrounding areas are provided with adequate policing so that we can rein in the crime that has seemed to have increased over the last couple of weeks around both Wits, but around other campuses in the country as well.